Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss the question number 54 of GATE 2021. So they are asking the possible number of cell 1 restriction site in a 9 kb double-stranded DNA with all 4 bases occurring in equal proportion. So first of all, the cell 1 restriction site is GTC GAC, right? So this is your cell 1 restriction site, which is 6 base pair long. This is a very important information for this question. The length is 6 base pair. So as they are asking to find the probability of cell 1 restriction site in the double-stranded DNA, then to get a cell 1 restriction site in a double-stranded DNA, then you can so for being that, you will have 6 places in your double-stranded DNA. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now in these 6 places, if you will fill the first space by G, second by T, third by C, fourth by again G, fifth by A, and sixth by C, then only you will get a cell 1 restriction site, right? Then only this 6 stage of nucleotide sequence will be a cell 1 restriction site. So that's why you can uniquely, or you can fill only by one way to make this stage of nucleotide sequence as a cell 1 restriction cell 1 restriction site, right? For that you need to there is only one way, there is only one unique way to fill this stage of this 6 nucleotide sequence to make it a cell 1 restriction site. So as you know that the probability definition is number of the favorable case divided by number of the total case. So number of the favorable case is 1, because you can fill this 6 length space only by one way to make it a cell 1 restriction site. So that's why the number of the favorable case is 1. Now the number of the total case, right? So number of the total case, so now number of the total case is in how many ways you can fill this spaces by the nucleotide. So suppose again if you have 6 spaces, empty spaces, and you need to fill it. So how can you fill it? What are your constituents? You can fill by 4 nucleotide, right? So 4 nucleotides are A, T, G, and C. So each space of this stretch of 6 length, that can be filled either by A, right, or by T, or by G, or by C, right? So each of the space can be filled by 4 ways. Either you can fill by A, or you can fill by T, or you can fill by G, or you can fill by C. So each of the space can be filled by 4 ways, right? Number of ways are 4. Similarly, second blank also you can fill by 4 ways, either A or T or G or C. So this is also 4. Similarly, third one also by 4 ways, right? So now if you want to find that in how many ways you can fill up this 6 blanks. So for one blank we can fill by 4 to the power 1 way, right? For 2 blank we can fill by 4 to the power 2 way. In 3 blank we can fill by 4 to the power 3 way. But for this, so similarly for the 6 size space we can fill by 4 to the power 6 way, right? Because first place will be filled by 4 ways, second space will be filled by 4, third place will be filled by 4, similarly fourth also by 4, fifth place also by 4 ways, and sixth place also by 4 ways, A or T or G or C. So the total number of possible ways to fill is 4 to the power 6, right? So the probability of getting a cell 1 restriction site here is number of favorable case divided by number of total case. So number of favorable case is 1, right? Uniquely it is possible to fill. So number of available case is 1 and number of total case is 4 to the power 6. You can fill it by 4 to the power 6 way, right? So 1 by 4 to the power 6, which is 1 by 4096. So in a DNA of 9 kb size, the probability of getting a cell 1 restriction site is 1 by 4096. That means what? One cell 1 restriction site in 4096 bases. So if you will travel 4096 base, right, 4096 base pair, if you will travel 4096 base pair, if you will travel, then you can expect to get one cell 1 restriction site, right, in each 4096 base pair, right. If you will travel from here to till the 4096 base pair of this 9 kb size DNA, then you can expect in this region one cell 1 restriction site, right. So one cell 1 restriction site in 4096 bases, then possible number of cell 1 restriction site is 9 kb dsDNA will be how much? 9000 divided by 4096, because one cell 1 restriction site is possible in 4096 bases. So if the total size is 9 kb, then how many restriction site you can expect to get, or possible number is 9000 total size divided by 4096. So 9000 by 4096 so it will come as 2.197. So in the question it has been asked to rounded off to nearest integer. So the nearest integer is how much? Nearest integer is 2.197. So the nearest integer is 2. So the answer is